On this week's Talking with Topher, is nuclear fusion going to be the answer? There's 3 catastrophic things that haven't happened in 100 years, and they're happening now. So what else hasn't happened in 100 years that we should probably start thinking about? I want to see your hair. Why won't you show me your hair? It's murder, everybody. And now let's get into episode 187. What is happening, TwT fans? It is so good to be back on this November 2nd, 2023. Oh, man, I'm so glad to have you all back here with me. But let's just get into it today. The way I always do, by saying thank you. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to the new subscribers. And remember to subscribe if you are just stopping by and checking it out. All right, hit that subscribe button. It's the most important thing you can do for the podcast. It keeps me coming back week after week. Of course, if you want your opportunity to be a guest or tell your story, you got to send it into the official email of the podcast, talkinwithtopher@gmail.com. That's talkinwithtopher@gmail.com. Go ahead, type it out. You can just send an audio or a video, talkinwithtopher@gmail.com. And then don't forget about the Linktree link. All right, it's right there in the description below the video. Click it. Check out everything TwT. It's just that easy. Or copy and share it. It's just that easy with the Linktree link. All right, so go ahead and check that out. Go follow or send it off to someone you know, and hopefully they enjoy it as much as you do. All right, and now with all that out of the way, it's going to be a great episode. It's 187. It's murder, everybody. Not that I have that many murder articles for today's podcast, but wow. 187 episodes. I really thought this was going to stop after a couple of months, but I am having so much fun with it, and seeing all the new people subscribe keeps it going. So, for all of you out there, we got Topher's Topics episode. All right, here we go. Well, this is the place where no human will tread for 100,000 years. So this is, in a few years, Finland will begin depositing spent nuclear fuel underground in Onkalo, where it will remain for the millennia. Erica Bank describes her experience of visiting the site. Oh, man. So we are going to be burying toxic waste underground, and it seems like no one's going to be able to go there for a long time. I feel a moment of dread. I'm standing at a spot where, starting from 2025, no human should set foot for 100,000 years. I mean, that is just wild when you think about it. That's crazy. So 100,000 years? Let's see what this lady has to say. Oh, hold on. That's crazy. 100,000 years? Look at this lady. She's ready for action, huh? Her mask looks too big for her. No nuclear waste is yet stored in Onkal. But it is active. It's an active building site, so required Erica to don safety equipment. Oh, okay. So it's active and under construction. Oh, wow. You can, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Of course, you can drive a car through it. Scientists have been grappling with how to dispose of high-level nuclear waste for decades. On Kalau, plans to store highly hazardous spent fuel. Wow. We're shown a demonstration position tunnel. Its entrance in a lot darker than the service area, and the floor is uneven and wet, muddy in places. The walls are bare bedrock that glints in torchlight. God damn, that's fucking creepy. I wouldn't want to, man, I just can't imagine that collapsing on you, you know? I think that's crazy. I don't know. I guess that's better than dumping it in the ocean. What do you think, huh? What do you think out there? Like, is this better? Do we just maybe, and I'm not against nuclear power, but they always say it's clean, but we never know what to do with the waste. So it's not really that clean, right? Damn, this is tough, man. They just make it's weird how they make it sound great, but then they also make it sound horrible, and then like vice versa. You know, I just found out coal, even though it's a dirty component, is a clean burning fuel. So somebody was, you know what I mean? Like justifying coal. And I'm like, well, everybody says that dirty fuel is clean, and everybody says that clean fuel is dirty. So what is it? Which one is better for us? Is nuclear fusion going to be the answer? You know? I don't know, but they better figure it out by 2035. Is that when we're supposed to go full electric? So they better figure something out by then, because if they don't, we're not going to be able to sustain an entire civilization trying to plug in their car. Right? Wow. All right. So the Libya flooding, death tops 11,000 as thousands reported missing. Now, this is an older article, so it is a little bit dated, but I wanted to play it because, again, with those weapons, you know, the DOW, the DEW, you know, and then like these catastrophic events happening, you know, it hasn't happened in 100 years. Really? We've had 3 of them now. You know, we haven't personally. I feel I'm not involved in this, obviously. I don't live in Libya, but there's 3 catastrophic things that haven't happened in 100 years, and they're happening now. So what else hasn't happened in 100 years that we should probably start thinking about, right? I think so. But this is wild to me. This footage, just crazy. It's like out of a movie.
To the latest on a flooding catastrophe in Libya and a massive recovery effort underway right now. Ian Panel has more. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, good morning, Michael. That's right. A massive recovery and rescue operation is now underway in Derna. Remember, that's the city hardest hit by these floods. Residents reportedly told to stay off the streets while emergency teams look for bodies. The Red Crescent now reporting more than 11,000 people have died, as many as 10,000 still missing. New satellite images, though, revealing the scale of the disaster. Before and after photographs show houses and roads washed away when the storm hit and 2 major dams burst. Another image shows one of the concrete dams intact. This was a couple of years ago, and what it looks like now. Mass burials have taken place amid reports of bodies being washed ashore miles from the city. Libyan authorities now admit that the dams built in the 70s haven't been maintained for years, and the UN claiming Libyan weather warnings were inadequate, saying we could have avoided most of the human casualties. So now more aid is arriving, but amid fears of disease as well as a recovery operation, there are now thousands and thousands of survivors who desperately need help.
Wow. I mean, I could never imagine something like that. That is crazy. But these are catastrophic events that haven't happened in over 100 years. And now they're happening. So what's next? What is next? I don't know, but I'll tell you what's next on my agenda. All right, so this is one that makes me sad. I really liked the TV show that this guy was on. It was The Ranch on Netflix. He played the brother, Rooster. Yeah, that's what it was. Danny Matterson gets 30 years to life for rape after emotional victim statements. Jesus Christ. I mean, what the... When I first heard of this, I was just... It was during the Me Too stuff, and I just thought he was being attacked. And, you know, obviously he never came back to the show, all this other stuff. And I know he was on that 70s show too, but he was also on The Ranch. That's where I remember him most recently. But, man, just, I don't understand. When you're at that level, like, to use your power to get those things is almost unnecessary, you know? It's fucking gross. It's absolutely gross. It's disgusting and appalling and unacceptable. You know, it really is unacceptable.
Sentenced to 30 years to life in prison after his conviction on 2 counts of rape. His victims confronting him in the courtroom and what they said. Here's ABC's Zareen Shah from California tonight.
Tonight, the maximum penalty for Danny Masterson, a judge sentencing the actor to 30 years to life in prison for the rapes of 2 women 2 decades ago. What message does this sentencing send?
Oh, shit.
I think it shows that there is justice.
It was a stunning fall from grace for the one-time star of that 70s show.
I love Camaros, Zeppelin, and French fries in that order.
Prosecutors painted a portrait of a predator who spiked the drinks of his 2 victims so he could rape them. The women and Masterson were all members of the Church of Scientology at the time. Jane Doe won today, saying through tears, "I wish I'd reported him sooner to the police." The women claimed the church harassed them after they reported the rapes, something the church has strongly denied. Jane Doe 2 today telling Masterson, "You relish in hurting women. It is your addiction. It is without question your favorite thing to do." Prosecutors today grateful for the testimony.
I know these victims have been waiting a long time for this day. It's been a number of years getting here. They've been through a lot.
The 47-year-old actor showed no emotion as he was sentenced, but his wife at times sobbing. Actress Bijou Phillips, who was stood by Masterson, waved to her husband as he blew her a kiss before being escorted from the courtroom. And David, the Church of Scientology denies ever harassing Masterson's accusers. They say they have no policy discouraging members from reporting criminal conduct. Instead, the church says its policy demands that Scientologists abide by all laws of the land.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I guess it wasn't recent. It was 20 years ago. So I'm not justifying it. But, okay, he wasn't as famous as he is now. So, but it doesn't, why would you do that? I don't know. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I have no problem keeping my dick in my pants. I have no problem not drugging women because they won't sleep with me. And I have no problem, you know, striking up a conversation if so need be. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't compute with me. You know? Why do guys like get like this? Why? What is it? What compulses you to be this way? What compulses a pedophile? What compulses anything? You know? Why is it some guys can't keep their hands out of the pants? Or when a girl turns them down, all of a sudden the woman's in the wrong. You know? I don't understand it. I just don't feel this way. And I don't know. It really bothers me. It's just super, super fucking stupid to do. It's just super stupid. And anybody who does it, this is what you fucking deserve. It's absolutely what he deserves. It's so gross. Oh, well, anyway. All right, so federal agency sues Chipotle after a Kansas manager allegedly ripped off an employee's hijab. The Chipotle Mexican Grill logo hangs outside of the restaurant at the location. Who gives a shit about that? Come on, get to the nitty gritty. There's no video for this. A federal agency has sued the chain accusing of religious harassment and retaliation after a manager at a Kansas location forcibly removed an employee's hijab handkerchief worn by some Muslim women. In a lawsuit filed Wednesday, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission alleged that in 2021, an assistant manager at Chipotle in Alexia, Kansas, repeatedly harassed an employee by asking her to show him her hair despite her refusal. After several weeks, the harassment culminated in him grabbing and partially removing her hijab, according to the complaint. Holy shit. I mean, what a piece of shit. Yeah, of course you have a zero tolerance part, but still, like, that guy still physically ripped it off of her head? That's crazy. I could never imagine doing that to somebody. Why? The asshole didn't want to see her hair. He just wanted her to take it off. I mean, I don't understand. Like, I don't need your religion or your thoughts put on me. But you have your religion and you have your thoughts, right? You can express them, but you don't have to put them on me. I just couldn't imagine doing this to somebody. I may not agree with it. I may not like it. Doesn't matter. You don't touch somebody or rip it off their head. And, like, who cares? You know what I mean? You know, that guy was like, something. It probably was a religion thing. It was a something, right? And he just felt like he could, his was better than. His was better than. And that's so wrong. That is the fucking problem with the boxes and religion in general, is that you all think you're on this great side. And you're all on the same side. You're all so fucking stupid with your religion and outcasting, and my son's gay and now he's not part of the family, or if you masturbate, you're going to go to fucking hell. You're all fucking stupid, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you believe in. Because guess what? At the end of the day, when that fucking light turns off for all of you, including myself, it's over. Now, you can imagine some spirit world and some fucking wonderful things and hanging out with family members that have left this world. But man, I hope that the lights just fucking shut off. I really do. I think you're all attacking each other for no reason. It doesn't matter who or what you believe in. Just believe in it. But the person standing next to you does not have to fucking believe in what you believe in, because they don't believe in what you believe in. You don't physically fucking take clothing off of somebody or touch them, or Jesus Christ, you creepy son of a bitch. I want to see your hair. Can you imagine that asshole saying it to her? I can. I want to see your hair. Why won't you show me your hair? You probably don't wash your hair. Just saying stupid shit, right? Oh, that's infuriating. I really do believe that, though. I really do believe that all religions, no matter what they are, all lead to the same spot at the end of the day. Something to make death more comfortable. That's it. Let's see here. One chip challenge maker pulls products from store shelves following the death of that Worcester teen. Now, there is a quick video on this, but I have a small update. I heard just after they pulled this, there was 5 more kids that got really ill because you can pull the product, but the stores still have to physically pull the product. So I think it was a couple days after this was released, there was 5 more kids that went to a store, grabbed them off the shelf because they were still there. They bought them, and they all got sick. I mean, Jesus Christ. Just stay away from the chip challenge, man. Stay away from it. It's not good for you.
Tonight, family and friends will gather to remember a Worcester teen who died shortly after eating a spicy chip from a popular social media challenge. Now, the maker of that chip says they're pulling it from store shelves. Rachel's back now with the reasoning behind this.
Lily, yeah, that teen was at school just 1 week ago today when his family says he started feeling sick after eating one of those chips. He went home and died hours later. The maker of the One Chip Challenge, Pocky LLC, released a statement saying while it's intended for adults only, the company has seen an uptick in teenagers ignoring those warnings. They say they're pulling the products from store shelves out of an abundance of caution. The One Chip Challenge that involves eating an extremely spicy chip made from some of the hottest peppers in the world and then seeing how long you can go without drinking anything. Now, tonight, a vigil will be held for 14-year-old Harris Wollaba. An autopsy has been conducted on the teen, but the medical examiner has not ruled if the chip contributed to his death. Tonight's vigil is set for 6:30 in Newton Square in Worcester.
I mean, it's just, man, it's tough. It's tough, man. This challenge has been out for years. They try to pull it. 5 more kids get sick. I mean, what went wrong this time, right? Did they go with a cheaper pepper? And basically, that's just concentrated, so it's just pepper spray. So, I don't know, man. It's really too bad. I was hoping they were going to give the autopsy results, but unfortunately, even at this time, I still don't know what the results were of his autopsy. This one I thought was really kind of funny in a sense because this lady thought she was well above the law. Dreadfully wrong. Counselor Kendra Lara blasts investigation into car crash, denies speeding.
Blasting the investigation months after her arrest, Boston City Councilor Kendra Lara says the public's been misled. She claims she wasn't speeding or driving an uninsured car when she crashed into a Jamaica Plain home.
Boston 25 News reporter Drew Caritas is live in JP. And Drew, Lara even explained why she didn't have a license.
What?
Yes, Mark. District 6 Boston City Councilor Kendra Lara admits that her license has been suspended since 2013 because of an unpaid ticket, but she claims she hasn't needed to drive until recently because of the demands of her job and the transportation challenges of having a child with autism. Tonight, she and her attorney revealed a finding that they hope will lead to charges being dismissed.
I do not own a vehicle. I have not been driving for 10 years without a license.
District 6 Boston City Councilor Kendra Lara admits she made a mistake getting behind the wheel of a friend's Honda Civic on the afternoon of June 30th, but says she's ready to set the record straight about some details she believes have created a false narrative.
This process has been made more difficult by inaccurate statements and misleading information.
She says she now has proof to dispute the allegation from police that she was driving at least 53 miles per hour, more than twice the speed limit, when she crashed with her 7-year-old son in the back seat.
The event data recorder in the car shows that I was driving at 27 miles per hour.
He was dreadfully wrong, and that had very serious impact on Councilwoman Lara.
Attorney Carlton Williams says a report from the Crash Lab, an accident reconstructionist company hired by Lara, used the data from the car's black box to find she was driving 27 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour zone.
Because of all of the pain, the suffering, the damage, the misstatements, I would suggest to the district attorney's office that all of the charges should be dismissed.
The charges Lara faces include permitting injury to a child for not having her son in a booster seat, as well as negligent operation operation of a motor vehicle, reckless operation of a motor vehicle, speeding, and driving an uninsured and unregistered vehicle. She says her son was wearing a seatbelt and claims the car was insured. She also claims that her friend's vehicle registration had only been lapsed for a few weeks and is pleading for the public's understanding days before she faces a tough primary fight.
I want to apologize for my actions, and I'm grateful to all of those who have stood by me during this moment.
Nope, they don't. They never have a respond on something that they're investigating. That's why they always say, we're still investigating. But, yeah, wow. All right, so they got me too. Because I thought she was drunk. I thought she was speeding. I thought her kid was just sitting in the back seat, which seems like that was true. But I don't know if all the charges should be dropped. I mean, yeah, sure, okay. It was unfair that she did get smeared a little bit. I don't know why he chose to do that. But she still didn't have her son properly in the car, secured in the car, not proper. She still crashed into a building, right, and caused damage. And her friend's car's all fucked up. Now, my question is, how'd the rear end get all fucked up? Right? Because the rear end of the car was all busted up, like she got rear-ended and sent into that building. But she's saying she just drove into it. So was her friend in an accident prior to that? Or was she in an accident prior to that in her friend's car? But either way, you're driving without a license. Your kid's not secure. You crashed into a house. It's just crazy. It's crazy to me. She should still have some type of punishment. That guy should have to make a public apology to her for sure. But I don't know. Go get your license, learn how to drive, buckle your kid up right, and keep the car on the road. You know, at the end of the day, right? All right. Let's take a quick break so you can hear from my sponsor. This November, are you looking to up your style game and express your unique personality? Look no further. Introducing Slow Down Clothing, your go-to destination for all things cool and trendy. Picture this. You're cruising down the street on your skateboard, wearing the most comfortable gloves to protect your hands from road rash from Slow Down Clothing. They're not only functional, but they're also stylish, just like you. And that's not all. Slow Down Clothing has an incredible range of fashion pieces to offer. How about sporting one of their crazy embroidered hats with prints? Not just an ordinary hat, mind you. These hats have hidden surprises. Prints underneath the bill. Talk about turning heads wherever you go. Ladies, we've also got you covered. Slow Down Clothing offers stunning collection of women's leggings that combine comfort and style seamlessly. And for those little ones in your life, they have the cutest tees that your kids will absolutely adore. Slow Down Clothing knows it's all in the details. That's why they offer full kits, complete with pins and socks, so that you can showcase your unique fashion sense head to toe. And as the weather gets colder, Slow Down Clothing has your back. Check out their cozy sweatshirts and sweatpants, perfect for those November chills. They've also got an amazing jacket. You'll be both stylish and warm wherever you go. But wait, there's more. You may think that Black Friday deals only come once a year, but not at Slow Down Clothing. Use the promo code TOPHER for an extra 10% off your entire purchase all year round. That's right, amazing savings on amazing products whenever you need them. Slow Down Clothing takes inspiration from tattoo art and collaborate with talented artists to bring you unique prints that make you stand out from the crowd. It is time to unleash your creativity and let your fashion tell the story. What are you waiting for? Head over to slowdownclothing.bigcartel.com and browse their incredible collection today. Don't forget to use promo code TOPHER for an extra 10% off your entire purchase. Trust me, the quality of these products is absolutely amazing. Slow Down Clothing, where style meets personality. And I'm back. All right, this episode is going strong. Here we go. Ready for this? Peak solar activity is arriving sooner than expected, reaching levels not seen in 20 years coming from the sun. The sun's flare-ups can threaten satellites and electrical grids, highlighting need for better forecasts. What? So is our sun going to kill us? Wouldn't that be fucking something? Wouldn't that be something? Preparing for all of these things, and the sun takes us out. Our own source of energy. On 10 January, a solar flare erupted from the sun, upper left edge, a sign of increasing magnetic activity. So they're saying right here, that solar flare. Oh yeah, look at how it, oh yeah, look at that. Whoa. That can't be good. Wow, it is an incredible image of the sun, isn't it? How is it just a ball of fire? Right? How? How is it just a big ball of fire? How does it survive? It's crazy. It's so wild to me. But I don't know. I thought it would be interesting, you know, to kind of just hypothetically think about the sun destroying us all. We all get murdered by the sun. Oh, shit, man. Whew. It just becomes so bright and it's like that. It's over. Whew. That'd be wild. That'd be wild. Murdered by the sun. Meanwhile, I believe Elon Musk is going to try and murder us. Check this out. Neuralink is recruiting subjects for the first human trial of its brain-computer interface. No. No, I'm not doing it, man. This study will take 6 years and is looking for people with quadriplegia to test the whole Neuralink system. So, I don't know, but it seems like this thing is going to be capable of making you walk. A few months after getting FDA approved for human trials, Neuralink is looking for its first test subjects. The 6-year initial trial, which the Elon Musk-owned company is called the Prime Study, is intended to test Neuralink tech designed to help those with paralysis control devices. The company is looking for people with quadriplegia due to the vertical spine cord injury, or ALS, who are over the age of 22 and have a consistent and reliable caregiver to be part of the study. Wow. I'm still saying no. I don't have I'm fine. I'm not gonna. There is a video on it and in the article, so if you really want to get into it, you can check out the article some more. I want to jump right into the next article because this is wild, everybody. Wild. Terrible things happened to monkeys after getting Neuralink implants, according to the veterinary records. Yes, the same ones that they want to put in the people with paralysis and that are quadriplegic. They want to put these things in their brains. They got FDA approved, and now the monkeys are having problems. So this cannot be good. I don't recommend it, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't care if it's FDA approved at this point. The monkeys are having an issue. Shouldn't that have been a problem? Shouldn't that have been looked at? Shouldn't that sway their decision? I don't know, but listen to this. Earlier this month, Elon Musk claimed on X, formerly Twitter, that the monkeys who died during Neuralink trials were terminal cases, close to death already, making it clear that none of them perished as a result of the biotech's company brain implants. Oh, really? Or are you just saying that? Documents viewed as part of the new investigation by Wired, really? Wired? However, as well as testimony from former employee, contradict Musk's claims entirely, and the details are as upsetting as they are damning, adding to a mounting case against the safety of Neuralink's devices. That's what I'm fucking saying. Neuralink announcing on Wednesday that it's recruiting subjects for human trials. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Here's a harrowing casualty report per veterinary records obtained by Wired from the California National Primate Research Center at UC Davis, the site of the Neuralink primate research. Up on a dozen monkeys suffered grisly fates after receiving a Neuralink implant, including brain swelling and partial paralysis. The one thing that it's trying to fix on humans, it caused on the monkeys? Is that why they're picking people with paralysis? Because they're like, well, we can't fuck them up, right? This is fucking wild, man. All right. Elon, you murdered monkeys, right? You murdered them. You put things in the brain and fucked them up, and now you're trying to say that they were already dead anyways. Why would you be testing it on already dead monkeys? You're not. You're not testing it on already dead monkeys. You're testing it on somewhat healthy monkeys. We know you are. Otherwise, the test ain't going to fucking work, right? You can't put it in something that's almost dead. But you gave the monkeys paralysis. And now you're saying that you need people with paralysis to try it. Why? Why? I bet you there's a fucking reason why. And I think we just found it. This is absolutely batshit crazy. Monkeys getting murdered for Neuralink and the FDA approves it for humans. What fucking world are we living in? This is a goddamn movie, everybody. It's a movie. Woo! Shit's crazy. Hundreds of flying taxis to be built in Ohio, governor announces. Oh my God, we're going to have flying taxis? I got to see this. Holy shit.
State that gave us the Wright brothers will be home to the first U.S. facility to manufacture flying taxis. Ohio officials and California-based Joby Aviation have announced
looks
a deal
like a
to produce
giant
electric planes.
drone.
The aircraft will be able to take off and land vertically and carry 4 passengers 100 miles at up to 200 miles per hour. The plan is to put them into service in 2025. That's a little too soon for me.
That's a way too soon for me.
2030.
You think this is what they were saying?
Long testing period.
You think this is what people said back when they made commercial airlines first thing? Oh, I'm going to wait a few years before I get in one of those.
Yeah, probably.
I definitely will not be riding in the first ones in 2025.
Flying taxis. Where are they going to land? What are they using? How are they dropping you off? Are they going to be able to use, well, obviously probably like helipads. Obviously the rich are only going to be using these fucking things, right? Instead of their private jet. 200 miles an hour. It looks like a drone. It looks like a drone. So we just keep making better and better drones. Damn. That's fucking wild, everybody. Taxis that fly you around and bring you to your destination. Wow. And of course, can't have episode 187 and not end on some murder. So a 22-year-old Lexington man charged with shooting his mother and her close friend. People are losing it, everybody. They are losing it.
Case of domestic violence. They say a man shot his own mother and her friend.
Both are in critical condition in the hospital. The shooting happened Friday night on Keeler Farm Way. Today, the suspect faced a judge. Boston 25 News reporter Bob Ward is live outside of court in Concord. And Bob, police say they're still working to figure out a motive here.
Well, you know, according to police reports, this suspect was arrested at gunpoint right in front of his mother's house, and he allegedly told police that he regretted what he did. Well, today at court, members of the
Who
victim's
gives a
family
shit?
crowded inside. They are very angry about what happened.
You did it.
22-year-old Brent Roman Finnegan arraigned in Concord District Court, charged with shooting his own mother, 57-year-old Jody Finnegan, and her close friend, 55-year-old Michelle Brodnax, in Jody's Lexington home Friday night. Authorities say Brent Roman Finnegan lives with his mother, Jody Finnegan, and that he admitted to police he shot both women with a Sig Sauer 9mm handgun.
God
Both
damn.
victims were transported to Leahy Hospital, where they are currently still under critical condition but stable. They are being treated for multiple gunshot wounds each, and have both undergone multiple surgeries with respect to that.
Police say Jody Finnegan called 911 and told authorities her son shot her. First responders found Jody on her front steps with a gunshot wound in her lower back. Michelle Brodnax was shot 3 times. She was found laying on a couch in the living room. Police say they found the gun on top of a nearby bookshelf.
Yeah, my mother and my aunt are in critical condition.
Jonathan Hunn is one of Michelle Brodnax's sons.
It was clear he's a coward. He deserves what he gets, shooting down 2 women who could barely walk. One recovering from a stroke, other one on a crutch, to unload an entire 9mm at them, and they could barely even move, is disgusting. He's disgusting.
Authorities have not revealed a possible motive, but Antoine Ramos, another of Michelle's sons, says there is more to this case.
This is something that we predicted and we tried to stop.
Oh,
Well, the suspect was ordered held without bail. He's due back in court next week for a dangerousness hearing. Now, the family of one of the victims has set up a GoFundMe account to help pay for medical expenses. We have a link to that GoFundMe right now up on our website at boston25news.com.
Woo! Jesus Christ. All right, so it's attempted murder. I don't know if they've died yet, but god damn, right? I regret what I did. I mean, great. We're really glad for you, but yeah, you put 2 people in the hospital and they could die because you shot them, and they couldn't move. One was in a stroke. One had a walker. What the fuck, dude? Wow, wasn't expecting that part. I really wasn't. It's fucking awful, right? No, murder is awful. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this week. I greatly appreciate all my subscribers. Thank you to the new subscribers and welcome. And, of course, if you're new to Talking with Topher, remember to subscribe, all right? It's the one thing I'm asking everybody to do. It's the most important thing you can do for the podcast, and it keeps me coming back week after week, so click that subscribe button. Of course, if you want your opportunity to be a guest or tell your story, talkinwithtopher@gmail.com. That's talkinwithtopher@gmail.com. Send an audio, video, or type it out, but make sure you send it over to talkinwithtopher@gmail.com. And then, of course, the Linktree link, all right? Click it. It's in the description below the video. It's where you can find everything TWT. It's just that easy. All you got to do is click it, go, follow, everything's there, and go ahead and copy that and share it with everybody you know. Hopefully they'll like it as much as you do. I greatly appreciate it. On that note, I hope everybody enjoys their Thursday. Enjoy your weekend, and as always, I will talk to you later.